Hi, everybody. I hope that you are all as happy as I am that Haulathon is over. For me, it is now officially over as of today. I'm going to show you why here. But what I've been wanting to do for, a month is I have been wanting to do a Haulathon haul video and show everybody what I got during Haulathon. But I wanted to wait until the end, and the end is here. So let's do this. All right. So the very first day of Haulathon, I got up early. I got to my closest local Target about 10-15 minutes after they opened. And who did I see first? This guy. So here is Fugitoid, looking awesome. He is absolutely staying in this package. He was the only one they had on the shelf at the Target that I went to. I went to 2 other Targets that day. They had absolutely nothing. I went to other Targets later, and this is the only Fugitoid I have ever seen in person at a Target store. I was so happy that it was not the more expensive signature version because honestly, I just don't want to spend that much. I've never been much of a signature or autograph kind of person. I was so excited. I saw this one single Fugitoid on the little Haulathon end cap. I was thrilled and I grabbed him up. So, got the Fugitoid, and I believe that was it for my first day of Haulathon, or my first week. So then, on the second week of Haulathon, I was very, very lucky to spot this guy. So after the first week of Haulathon, all the Targets near me, they stopped doing the end cap. So all of the Haulathon stuff was over in just the regular, normal NECA section. And so I was looking around, didn't see the end cap anywhere. I was like, oh man, I guess they just didn't do it. Like, they didn't do it. They didn't get anything. And then I went and checked the regular NECA section, and boom, this guy was just sitting there. He was the only Bronx figure. Just awesome. Awesome looking figure. This guy is staying in the box for the foreseeable future. But yeah, very, very excited to see that Bronx on the shelf in the NECA section. I was like, whoa. And I jumped on that guy. Now, after I found the Bronx, I did some more looking around that NECA section. And yeah, I got the Alf puppet. He was, again, the only one there. He was just sitting there all by himself. And he's so soft. And yeah, I totally got the Alf puppet. I mean, what more can I say? I saw him. I like Alf. I watched Alf as a kid way back. But, I don't have a huge attachment to Alf. But I saw that puppet just kind of sitting there, and I guess like the Haulathon magic got to me, and yeah, I bought him. All right, so let's get rid of good old Bronx and wonderful Fugitoid here, because that was it in terms of my in-person Haulathon look. So, the rest of the stuff that I got from Haulathon actually came from the Target website. So, I forget what week it was. I want to say it was either the second or third week, but I got these guys. I already posted a bunch of pictures of these guys to my Instagram. I've been playing with them, and, as soon as I got these guys, I had to take them out of that box and pose them and display them, and their mouths open. My Bebop is a little difficult to open his mouth, but the Rocksteady is fine. So yeah, I had to get these guys out and check them out. I wasn't even going to get these, honestly. You know, I've been much more on board with the Super 7 turtles than the NECA figures. The NECA figures I've been kind of picking and choosing. You can see in the background. I mean, I have tons of them, of course, but I've been picking and choosing. And then, you know, honestly, I felt a certain kind of way about the latest reveal of the Super 7 Ninja Turtle figures, some very, very weird choices. And that's when I kind of thought to myself, I'm going to start getting these NECA figures because I'm not sure I'm going to be terribly happy with a lot of the Super 7 offerings. So that's when I actually managed to get a Ground Chuck and Dirtbag. You can see them right there. There's Ground Chuck and Dirtbag back on my NECA shelf. I actually found those guys the first day of Haulathon as well. But they weren't part of Haulathon. It just happened that the Target that I was at, when I got the Fugitoid, they were there. Just the only 2-pack. And I thought to myself, you know what? I did say to myself, I'm not sure how the whole Super 7 is going to go. Because I don't know. It could be, you know, it could be 3 or 4 years before Super 7 ever gives us a Ground Chuck and Dirtbag. So I got those two. So I've got those guys, and then the Super 7 robot Bebop, I wasn't too impressed by. And I was like, you know what? Why am I going to wait years and years and years to have these two when I could have them during Haulathon? So that's what I did. So now I have Robot, Bebop, and Rocksteady. They look awesome. The figures are great. Their joints are great. Yes, I had to heat them up quite a lot to get everything to move. Watch out for, you know, those gun parts on the Rocksteady figure because they will definitely break off. I love the parking meter. I think they look great. You know, the paint, the white paint really pops. And yeah, so I've got my Rocksteady and Bebop, or at least my Robot Rocksteady and Bebop. You know, I have the NECA and the Super 7 Rocksteady and Bebop. But yeah, these guys are great. So very happy to have them. Again, I ordered them from the Target website and they got to me really quick. I think that they actually arrived from Target in less than a week. So I purchased them, you know, whatever day they went up for sale on the Target website for Haulathon. You know, I was right there, like right at 9 o'clock in the morning, you know, refresh, got them in there, ordered them, boom, and good to go. They were here, I think, in like 4 or 5 days. They're awesome figures. So then, last week on the Target website, I got this very scary lady. So this one went up for sale on the Target website this past Haulathon, Friday, whatever the heck you want to call it. And she's probably going to be staying here for a little while too. Kind of waiting until we get the complete set. I have the Goliath figure. He's back there behind me with my comic books. And he just takes up so much room. And they're awesome figures, but they're super fragile. And I just want to wait to just get all of them before opening them and taking them out, displaying them. Hopefully we'll get some more folded wings for everybody else. So yeah, the Fugitoid definitely staying in the packaging. For now, the Gargoyles are going to stay in their packaging. And then I'll figure out, first of all, I have nowhere to put them at all. I have no idea where these ginormous Gargoyle figures are going to go. So it's just easier, honestly, to keep them in their boxes right now and just, you know. So, last Haulathon item is the item that I did not think I was going to have much luck getting. I did not think it was going to arrive, and it was absolutely 100% what I was looking forward to the most, and they arrived about an hour ago. Toka and Razar cartoon versions. Boy, was I excited when NECA teased these two. These characters, I just absolutely adore. Toka and Razar. I know lots of people think I'm crazy for liking Secret of the Ooze more than the first movie. You know, as a little kid, when that first movie came out, I was 8 years old, and honestly, it scared me. Like, I was pretty scared of the first Ninja Turtle movie. I would watch it, you know, like, after seeing it for the first time, I would watch it with friends and stuff. We watched it at one of my birthday parties. And, you know, I held it together when I'm around my friends because I didn't want to look, you know, like I was a big, you know, chicken or scaredy cat or whatever. But, you know, the movie was very, like, gritty. And, you know, as an adult, I absolutely 100% have a much greater appreciation for the first Turtles movie. But I am telling you, like, it scared me as a little kid. Secret of the Ooze, loved it. I was so just into the Secret of the Ooze movie. I can't even tell you, you know. And, you know, the wolf has always been my favorite animal ever since I was little. I love dogs. I love wolves, you know, just you know, like canines in general. So I loved Rahzar. I've always, you know, been just fascinated with like werewolves and the Wolfman. You know, I have a little like Wolfman collection. So Rahzar was like right up my alley. I'm like, wow, it's a Ninja Turtle bad guy. It's a mutant. It's a wolf. It's like a werewolf. I just in love with that character. And then Tokka's a snapping turtle, and we would get snapping turtles quite a lot when I was little, in our yards and stuff, because we lived near a marsh. So yeah, like I had seen plenty of snapping turtles as well as a little kid. So yeah, Toka and Razar, you know, they've got to be my favorite Ninja Turtle villains. Like just absolutely hands down. You know, I love Leatherhead. I love Rat King. I'm like looking at them in the background of on my shelf here. Toka and Razar, just absolutely 100% my favorite Ninja Turtle villains. Probably some of my favorite Ninja Turtle characters. Like after Raphael and Splinter and Mondo Gecko and Metalhead, Ray Fillet, like after all those guys, like I'm thinking like it's Toka and Razar and then Slash probably. So anyway, these guys look awesome. I am super excited. Let's get them out of here and check them out. Oh, and then by the way, if you don't know this, the background is an awesome picture of the Technodrome. Same thing comes with Anthrax and Scumbug. They are right there. There's Anthrax, there's Scumbug on my shelf. So I've had those guys for a while. Managed to get them on AliExpress. I feel like I was maybe one of the first people in America to get those guys, so I got them right before Christmas, so that was awesome. Trying to get Rahzar out of here. Alright, hold on. Okay, there it is. Rahzar. Just real quick, if you haven't watched any other review videos of these guys, they come with some very ridiculous accessories. So here's a dead fish. It's painted really, really cool, but I don't know if I really need a dead fish. Here is like a Thanksgiving dinner or like a meat plate, like a charcuterie board or something. Like this stuff is wild. I don't know what the heck. Here's like a big turkey leg. You know, they're painted real nice because it's NECA, but, you know, I don't know. What is this? Like a rack of lamb or something? They've got a little mechanical electronic device. It looks like a old cash register type thing or whatever. We've got our alternate hands. Not a lot of alternate hands. No fists, which is kind of surprising when it comes to NECA. But here's Rahzar's, like, open displayed hands. Here's Toka's open displayed hands. But, you know, what we really care about are these freaking awesome figures. So let's get them out of here. If I can get this big honking turtle out of here without hurting him or myself, that would be awesome. I thought I got all of his little twisty ties, but alright, here he comes. He is really stuck in here, so just be careful when you're getting your Tokka figure out, because he was really stuck in there. Alright, so here is Tokka. And he's not as bright yellow as I thought he would be from the other pictures and videos I've seen online. I have not heated these guys up yet, and I'm sure you all know, if you have any NECA figures or any of the NECA Turtle figures especially, you gotta heat up these joints. So I'm not gonna try the elbows or knees. I'm just very gently trying the shoulders. I would love to see if his mouth opens without having to heat it up. Yep, there it goes. Oh, it's very tight. But wow, look at that. That is amazing. What an awesome, awesome figure. I do wish they came with like more weapons and stuff. It's kind of weird for NECA, honestly, like, you know, to not give us more hands and to not give us weapons. All they got is one alternate pair of hands and then all this food, like all this meat and stuff. It's kind of weird, honestly. Now, of course, he's very heavy. I just heard a little crack in the knee, so that made me nervous. You know, this shell makes him very, very back heavy. Looks awesome. You know, the paint looks amazing, which is what, you know, we've been getting used to with these NECA turtle figures. But he just really wants to fall backwards, and it's making me very nervous. Let me see if I can, off camera, very gently bend these ankles. I don't have my hairdryer close by. I don't have, he's got some marks on his upper thigh, but I can get over that. There we go. Okay, not the best, but at least he's not going to fall now. So there is the Tokka figure. He just looks so awesome. And here is my boy Rahzar. I love this character. I mean, he's like a werewolf, like awesome. So his head is really tight, making me nervous. His mouth does open, just not as wide as Tokka's, and I'm not going to force this guy. I do not want anything to break on him. So I will get heat, you know, double elbows, double knees. A lot of these things are going to get in the way of the articulation a little bit. He's got chains on his wrists. They are a little bendy, so they're not going to snap off, which is great. He's got his little green diaper shorts. You can see the difference in the paint. Oh, man, he looks so cool with the light brown and the dark brown. I am very excited about this. And, you know, he looks so much like, you know, the vintage figure. Because, of course, you know, a lot of the character appearances in the cartoon were really different from the vintage figures. But then some of them, like Toka and Razar, like Scumbug and Anthrax, they're very, very close. So like the vintage figures and their cartoon appearances look really similar. So I'm interested to see what Super 7's going to do with these guys, because we already kind of have versions of them with NECA, but I will take any version of Toka and Razar that I can get. I will buy it. Sometimes I'll even buy two. I'm kind of afraid that if I eventually do see these guys in person at a Target store, I may buy another set, because I am just that crazy. You know, I don't know why I'm that crazy, but I am. So, of course, I've got to do this. And oh my gosh, this is just so exciting for me. So we have the movie Toka and Razar with the cartoon Toka and Razar. Look, he's so big, I can't even get him in the shot. Like, these movie Toka and Razar figures, they still blow my mind. Like, to this day, they are so incredible. Like, I mean, they are kind of sort of more like statues. They don't have great articulation. They have lots of little bits and little parts on them. You know, my favorite part of Tokka are the, you know, articulated eyebrows and the mouth. You can give him so many different expressions and everything. I'm sure I have a video somewhere in YouTube land with these two guys. I think the movie Toka and Razar are probably still my favorite NECA figures that I own. Like, all of the NECA figures I own, they're probably still my favorites, but the cartoon Toka and Razar for sure are, yeah, they're definitely my favorite cartoon figures. Like, I knew they would be, but now that I have them in hand, just looking at them a little bit, I just knew it. Like, absolutely hands down. But, oh man, they look so great. Very excited about these two. Now, the Toka and Razar movie figures make me very nervous. They're very big, very heavy, very chunky. I haven't had any major mishaps. The Rahzar has taken a tumble a couple times, but luckily he didn't take out the whole village with him. Now, if you're curious about how these look with a NECA turtle, here they are with the best turtle. No arguments from anybody. Raphael, definitely the best turtle. We all know it. Whether you want to admit it or not, that's up to you. But yeah, absolutely great. I've said before in other videos, I do have a full set of the NECA turtles, but they are the very, very first ones that came out. It's the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive box set where it's the 4 turtles and then the Shredder, Krang, and Foot Soldiers. Those guys are all still mint in box. They're still in that container. They're way, way up on my shelf. You guys just can't see it. So yeah, I technically don't have any actual NECA turtles except for this Raphael, what is this? The arcade Raphael figure. If you've been watching this channel for the last year or so, you know that Raphael is absolutely my favorite turtle. I get pretty much anything that's Raphael that I see, whether it's on eBay, whether it's online, whether it's in person, I pretty much just buy it. Sometimes even if I already have it. So yeah, this is the only arcade turtle I have. I also have the arcade Shredder. He's down there somewhere. But he's the exact same size as a regular normal NECA turtle. So there you go. I can't wait for that Secret of the Ooze movie turtle set to come out, but I will be waiting because it's going to be at least a year. But whatever. If you're wondering, here's what they look like with a Super 7 turtle figure. So, of course, once again, the best turtle. That looks pretty good, actually. I mean, yeah, Tokka's a little small, but Rahzar, he's so tall. Kind of works for me. Like, I think that's fine. I think that's good. And then I guess I was not planning on doing this, but I should be able to grab them pretty easily if you just give me a minute here to not knock over any other figures that are behind me. I'm trying to get over to my vintage turtle figures, and I'm going to grab my vintage Toka and Razar figures. They might be a little dusty. I hope they're not. I do my best to keep the dust off, but I feel like these vintage turtle figures, they like are dust magnets. And then anything that's black, of course, the dust is going to come up more. But yeah, here they are next to their vintage toy counterparts. You can see that they are definitely close. You know, pretty darn close. So I'm very interested to see what Super 7 is going to do. So the story about these guys, because I was so excited to get them out of the packaging, I didn't even tell you the background about it. I ordered these two the very, very first day of Haulathon. I was one of those people who saw online, I think it was on Twitter, somebody said, hey, Toka and Razar are up on the Haulathon website. The Haulathon website was supposed to only be for people not in the US, but for whatever reason, the Haulathon website, it was like costumes.com. I have no idea, but all I know is I went to that website, placed an order for Toka and Razar. We all just assumed that the orders would be canceled, and my order did not get canceled, and I just waited, and I just waited, and I did actually, did I get an email? I think I actually did get an email saying that they were shipped, which I did not expect. And then I checked, you can go on to the post office website, you know, USPS.gov or org, whatever it is. You can go on there and you can sign up for a thing called Informed Delivery, and it tells you what packages are coming to your house that day. And then it also gives you tracking for other packages. I had no idea this was a thing. I think it was actually, I saw it on Twitter. Pretty sure it was Toy Bro who was telling us on Twitter, go to the post office website, sign up for this Informed Delivery thing. And lo and behold, I did it. And it literally said the Loot Company was the sender. And I thought, the Loot Company, as in like Loot Crate, as in NECA, aha, that must be my Toka and Razar from Haulathon. And that's what it was. So that's how I found out that they were coming today. That's how I found the tracking. So definitely do that. Go make an account with the post office website. Do the Informed Delivery. And if you're crazy like me, you can check it every single day and see what packages are coming for you that day. But yeah, so literally ordered these guys first day of Haulathon. They just got here today. And wow, what a finish to the ridiculousness that was Haulathon with Target and NECA and costumes.com. wild month. It's been a wild month for us, you know, toy collectors, NECA, TMNT collectors, Gargoyles. It's just been crazy. I have spent so much time at Target in the last month. I am sick of going to Target almost every morning before work and trying to see what they have. I've been texting other people, what'd you find at your Target? Here's what they had at my Target. It's nuts. It is just nuts. Sometimes I wonder, what is the matter with me and why do I do this? But it's something I've done pretty much my whole life. Like, I remember being like 10 years old, calling Toys R Us on the phone and being like, you know, what Ninja Turtles do you have? What Power Rangers do you have? So yeah, it's a lifelong disease for me, and it is what it is. But these figures are beautiful, and if you want them, I hope you can get them. I will definitely still be hanging out at Target, I'm sure. If I happen to see them, I will probably buy them and hopefully try to help somebody else out if I can. They're great. Love Toka and Razar. Hope you enjoyed the review. Feel free to like the video, comment, subscribe. Definitely check out my Instagram. I'll be posting tons of pictures over the next few days. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.